Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to online classes of Iqra First Boys Secondary Schools and Colleges, a project of Iqra Education System. My dear brothers, today in this video lecture, we will be covering textual exercises of chapter number 3, professions, and subheadings are teaching and fishing. We will start from exercise C in the book. So open page number 9 in your book. Here in front of you in your books, exercise C is given. Fill in the blanks with suitable words from the list given below. And the words in the list are tasty, byproduct, reservoir, carefully, hobby, offshore, and modernizing. Let us go through the sentences given in the book. Sentence number 1. The teacher examined each student dash. Number 2. River Indus is an important dash, a water for irrigation. Number 3. Stamp collecting is a good dash. Number 4. Lunch was very dash. Number 5. They are dash their mill by importing new machinery. Number 6. Manora is in dash island. Number 7. Coal tar is a dash of petrol. What you have to do is to choose one word from the list given and use that word in the blank. But you have to take care of this thing, that that word should suitably fit into that blank. For example, number 1, the teacher examined each student dash. So what word do you think is the most suitable word out of the list given to be put in this blank? The teacher examined each student tasty. The teacher examined each student byproduct. The teacher examined each student reservoir. The teacher examined each student carefully. Yes, the word carefully is the most suitable word to be put in this blank. You have to do this whole exercise in your register in cross section. You will give the heading of exercise C, and you will write down the question along with the list and the words in the list. But before that, you will draw the margin lines on right hand side and left hand side, each margin line of half an inch. You will write down the question and the list with black pen, and the remaining exercise or the sentences in the exercise you will write with blue pen, and you will fill in the blank with black pen. You have to do this exercise on your own, but in the end I will give you the solution to this exercise. So you have to pause the video here and do the exercise in your register right now, and then when you have done it, you can go through the remaining video, and in the end you can match your answers to the answers given in the end of this video by me. Let's move on to exercise D. Exercise D says change into active voice. You have to change the given sentences into active voice, as we have already studied, done practice, and conducted a test on active and passive voice. I believe that there should be no problem for you to understand how to do this, or how to convert a sentence from active voice into passive voice, or from passive voice into active voice. Sentence number 1 is given in your book on page number 9. Freshwater fish are caught from rivers. Number 2. This is done with nets of various sizes. Number 3. Freshwater fish are considered more tasty. Number 4. They are sold locally as well as sent to nearby towns. Number 5. Fishermen have been given loans to buy bigger and better boats. I would like to tell you one important point in this exercise, that for sentences number 1 and 2, you have to start active sentence with they. You have to start sentence number 3 with people. You have to start sentence number 4 with fishermen, and you have to start sentence number 5 with the government. So when you are converting these sentences into active voice, subjects are already mentioned here. You will use that subject because in these sentences there is no agent used. There is no by plus object of the passive voice. So you will bring these given words as the beginning of the active sentence. I am giving you the solution, but you may pause the video here, solve this exercise, and then you can match your answers with the answers given to you by me. Here you are. As you can see here, freshwater fish are caught is the actual sentence, while from rivers is an additional phrase. So you will convert this sentence into passive active voice. Freshwater fish are caught, and you will start with they. They catch freshwater fish, and then you will use the remaining additional information from rivers. So what you have to do is to first identify the cross technique, that what you have to bring at the beginning of the active sentence, and then you have to identify the tense of the sentence. As freshwater fish are caught from rivers is present simple tense. So you will use present simple in active voice. Sentence number 2, this is done with nets of various sizes. So the actual sentence is this is done, while with nets of various sizes it is additional information. And you will start the sentence with they, and as you can see, this is done is present simple tense. So you will change the sentence into active voice in present simple. They do this with nets of various sizes. Sentence number 3, freshwater fish are considered more tasty. More tasty is additional information, while the actual sentence is freshwater fish are considered. This is also present simple. You have to convert it into active voice in present simple tense. And you have to begin the sentence with people. People consider freshwater fish more tasty. Sentence number 4, they are sold locally as well as sent to nearby towns. This is also present simple. They are sold as well as sent. And you will start the sentence with fishermen. Fishermen sell them locally as well as send them to nearby towns. Sentence number 5, fishermen have been given loans to buy bigger and better boats. Have been given tells us that this sentence belongs to present perfect. So you will convert this sentence into active voice in present perfect tense, starting with the government. The government have given loans to fishermen to buy bigger and better boats. Let's move on to exercise E on page number 10. Put the verbs in parentheses into the correct tense. This is the exercise to test your ability to make sentences in all 12 tenses. If you remember, we discussed about compound and complex sentences in translation, but here you don't have to do translation. You have to use compound or complex sentences in correct tenses. As you can see here, sentence number 1, I stay here until he come back. Sentence number 2, if you speak the truth, I not punish you. Sentence number 3, when he reached the station, the train arrived. Sentence number 4, I find the book which I lose. Sentence number 5, if you not hurry, you miss the train. Sentence number 6, if it not rain, we go out for a walk in the evening. Number 7, if he study regularly, he pass the examination. Number 8, he go to the market and buy 2 exercise books yesterday. Number 9, I go abroad for higher studies as soon as my result announced. Number 10. The teacher punished the boys who not do the homework. Now you can see on the screen of your mobiles, exercise E is partially solved here before you. I have solved 3 sentences, while the remaining 7 sentences you have to solve on your own. Sentence number 1, I stay here until he come back. The proper complex sentence is I will stay here until he comes back. Sentence number 2, if you speak the truth, I not punish you. The correct sentence is if you speak the truth, I will not punish you. Sentence number 3, when he reached the station, the train arrived. The correct sentence is when he reached the station, the train had arrived. You remember, past simple, past perfect. Something that had happened before goes to past perfect, and something that happened later comes to past simple. So the train had arrived first, then he reached the station. So the sentence is when he reached the station, the train had arrived. Number 4, I find the book which I lose. So you can make the sentence in this way. I found the book which I had lost. Number 5, if you not hurry, you miss the train. The correct sentence is if you do not hurry, you will miss the train. Sentence number 6, if it not rain, we go out for a walk in the evening. The correct sentence can be if it does not rain, we will go out for a walk in the evening. Sentence number 7, if he study regularly, he pass the examination. The correct sentence can be if he studies regularly, he will pass the examination. Conditional type 1. And in sentence number 6, it was conditional type 1. And you remember, in conditional type 1, we use present simple in if clause and future simple in the next clause. Sentence number 8, he go to the market and buy 2 exercise books yesterday. This yesterday tells us that this sentence belongs to past simple. So we will make it in that way. He went to the market and bought 2 exercise books yesterday. Past forms of go and buy. Number 9, I go abroad for higher studies as soon as my result announced. This situation belongs to future. So we make it in this way. I will go abroad for higher studies as soon as my result announces. After as soon as, we use present simple to talk about future simple. So this is as soon as my result announces. Sentence number 10, the teacher punished the boys who not do the homework. Past simple and past perfect situation. The teacher punished the boys who had not done the homework. In the end of today's video lecture, we will go through exercise F that says use since or for in the following sentences. Here I would like to give you a brief explanation of since and for. We use since and for in perfect or perfect continuous tenses, be that present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect, or future perfect continuous. We use since to mention the exact time, while we use for to mention the time duration. When you are talking about the fixed time in the past, you use since. When you are talking about the duration of time from the starting till now, that is called time duration, and for that we use for. You can see here on your screen, sentence number 1 is it has been raining dash morning. Number 2, they have been playing football dash 1 hour. Number 3, I have been living in this house dash January. Number 4, she has been suffering from fever dash 2 days. Number 5, I've been preparing for the examination dash Sunday last. Number 6, he has been building a house dash 6 months. Number 7, the girl has been making a doll dash noon. Number 8, he has been studying in this school dash 1998. Now you can see on your screens, I have solved this exercise for your convenience. let's discuss that why we used since and why we used for in each blank. In sentence number 1, I have written since morning. Morning is the fixed time in the past. In number 2, I have written for 1 hour. 1 hour is not the fixed time in the past, but the total time duration from starting till now. So we use for. Number 3, since January. January is the fixed time in the past. Number 4, for 2 days. So 2 days is the time period or the time duration. Number 5, since Sunday last. And last Sunday is the fixed time in the past, so we use since for that. Number 6, for 6 months. So we are using for to mention the time duration of 6 months. This is the time duration, not the fixed time. Number 7, since noon. Noon is called the actual 12 o'clock in the morning or in between morning and afternoon. So noon is the fixed time in the past. And number 8, since 1998. 1998 is also the fixed time in the past, so we are using since for that. So my dear students, I hope you have been able to understand all the exercises we did today. I have also partially solved these exercises, and the ones which I have not solved, you have to solve them on your own, and I hope you will do it latest by tonight, because you will have another assignment tomorrow. Do this assignment in your register in pro section in chapter number 3, professions. We will meet again in the next video lecture. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.